Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Gish Gish. Hold on, give me a minute. I said minute. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to anybody who's new. As you can tell, this is Gish Gish, and welcome to my channel. Alright, let's get straight into it. So I'm not finna have that same conversation I always do when I'm not on YouTube for a while. I really don't have to explain myself. Y'all know, if you watch my channel or if you've seen it, you'll know, but let me not act like I'm anybody special that people know. I wanted to, let me just explain one thing. So like when it comes to YouTube, I want my channel to be different or like talk about something else, because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who wants to go viral, so they do things that trends. I just feel like if I do that, I feel like I'll be a chameleon, like I'm lying to myself, like I'm being fake and trying to please everybody else. And I ain't really want to do that, because I don't want to really do people pleasing things that I already struggle with. Like, I'm just not in the mood for that, honestly. I'd rather just be myself. And if you think my channel's boring, oh well, you can click off. You don't have to watch it. But if you do, thank you, because you're giving me my view. And by the way, you could please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so for my video today, I wanted to do something different, because maybe it might help other people who have the same problems or struggles as me, or people that you know that have that, and maybe you want to be more informative, maybe you want to help, better understand or whatever. So hey, I have more other struggles, but I decided to write down 4 because I don't want my video to be too long. Okay, so as you can see, I've been using my journal. It got doggies because I love dogs. I love cats too and other animals, but dogs is number 1 for me. Okay, right. So I've been writing, and to even change my perspective on writing, because I'm not really like a writing person. I used to write a lot, but not like, how people write and they write stories and stuff. I just journal about my feelings and things. So I decided to make it, doodle art. You see, as you can see over here, I got lazy. Okay, so whatever. Let me get straight to it, because I'm talking too much. I don't want to do run-on sentences. Anyways, all right, you guys. My first personal struggle or issue is I have a hard time adjusting to change. Now, I know people say, oh, change is necessary, and some things are inevitable, because you're probably gonna move out, or you're gonna have a new position, you're gonna start a family, start a career, things of that nature. And there's some people out there who don't want to change at all. They just want to be stuck in their comfort and complain and blah 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 blah. I have problems adapting or adjusting to change, and it takes me a longer time. Like, it takes me a while than I guess the usual, although everybody deals with their things in their own times, in their own ways. So maybe I shouldn't really be saying that. I feel like part of it is childhood trauma, like childhood, because the way I grew up, it's chaotic and like abusive and sheltering. So you're not taught to like explore and expand and go here. You're just stuck in one place. It's like a little prison cell. I mean, now you're probably wondering, what do you mean by childhood? Like, it's just a lot that I don't know if I want to do that right now, because I feel like it'll be a long story. Like, for example, changing from Stop and Shop to go Home Depot was difficult for me, because Stop and Shop was convenient. It was right there, like literally like probably less than 5 minutes. It's convenient. It's not far, but at the same time, I was tired of my position and the bullshit and the less pay, and I felt like I should go somewhere else. But it took me a while, because sometimes I have a hard time. I'm just thinking, and I'm trying to get out of it, but like, it takes a while. One thing about me, just because I have a hard time adjusting to change doesn't mean I won't do it. Because one thing about me, I'm not going to stay in the same comfort or something that I don't like or makes me uncomfortable, toxic for too long. I'm not going to do that. So I'm like, I'm willing to take the change, even if it's difficult for me, because it's not necessary to sit in something. Also, I get bored. I can get bored of something easily. Like if I do the same thing every day, I feel robotic. I feel like it feels like a routine, and I'm just like, I need something else. I need something new. So even though it makes me uncomfortable, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, the next struggle I have, and it's part of the problem with YouTube, is procrastination. Yeah, I got procrastination issues. Now, let me tell you something. Like around September of last year, I started doing better with things. I just haven't been posting on YouTube because I wanted to take some time for myself. So, I procrastinate when things get too difficult, but I've been doing a better job. I'm not saying it's all the way great, but it's better than the usual. When things get too difficult, or I feel unsure, not prepared enough, or drained and exhausted, I'll procrastinate. When I'm drained and exhausted, it's because I feel like I have perfectionism problems, and I just keep on, perfect, do this, here. Or sometimes I'm absorbing other people's energy because I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm a empath. I know people are like, oh my god, empath, everybody say they're empath, but no, seriously. And so like, you could really tell when somebody's going through something, and it's just hard to navigate your own feelings. It feels like you're feeling more because you're feeling theirs and you're feeling yours, and it's like very overwhelming. And I get exhausted because I'm taking care of somebody else and I'm neglecting myself. And that's part of the reason why I haven't been on YouTube, but yeah, even feeling unsure, like sometimes when I don't feel too confident, or I feel like unsure, like unprepared, like I'm not prepared enough, I'm like, yeah, I'm procrastinating because that fear is just like that fear of like not knowing if you're gonna do a good job or not. But I've been trying to do a better job and do a better job in my job, with my personal life and other things, and I'm proud of myself for that. So it's just good to be aware and try to do better. Okay, so like another personal struggle, that I have is the fear of the unknown. Yes, when it comes to that fear, I feel like that's a major, huge one because of the just being scared of what if, or like the future, because I always think about the future a lot. Or maybe sometimes I'll think about the past, but really like on future stuff. And that was a very big deal for me my whole life, especially like 2022 to somewhat 2023. But I've been doing a better job of focusing on the present. And that's something that's very important for people who's always thinking about what if, like, the future. If I don't get this now, in the future I won't. The perfectionism. Just focus on the present, appreciate what you have. Make mistakes, make them, even if it scares you, just make it and tell yourself, it's gonna be all right, because the fear of known is scary, and I feel like it keeps you still because you're just so uncertain, and you overthink, and I feel like a lot of it has to do also with childhood trauma. I do feel like because I lived, my childhood was like abusive, and like verbally, emotionally, mentally, somewhat physically, no sexually, thank God. But for all those people who have been sexually abused, I am sorry about that, because I know some people personally who've been sexually abused, and that must be so extremely hard to navigate through life with that. But I hope no matter what, through all types of abuse, you don't let it overpower you. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was sheltering as a kid with the abuse and stuff. Like, me and my brothers, we couldn't really go anywhere. We couldn't bring friends in. I didn't have a normal childhood. I had to grow up early. I had to grow up fast. I didn't have no go to the beach. My first time going to the beach was 2021, and I was 18 years old. We barely went to carnivals. I went there a little bit. The last time I went to a carnival was last year, and I have went in the carnival for years. I didn't get no. I know not everybody wants to know Disneyland, but I didn't go to no Disneyland. We didn't travel. We didn't go no vacations. We didn't do none of that. And it wasn't my mom. I just don't have the best father, And it was domestic violence. It was domestic abuse of my mom. It was abuse to us. She just sheltered, No disrespect, but my dad's like kind of, I don't know if he is, but narcissistic, and you know how it is. And it's not easy growing up like that, because you never know what you're getting at home. And I feel like because I was living in the unknown in the house, not knowing if it's going to be okay today, if he's going to be nice today, if he's going to be rude today, because you don't know what you're getting. I think it made me scared of unknown, and so it made me learn to be very observant and hyper vigilant, to the point that I'm always reading, I'm always like on survivals, like, what aura am I getting today, so I know how to act. But it makes you feel like a chameleon. It makes you feel like you're people pleasing. It makes you feel like you're not being real to yourself, because you trying to fit in to the aura, with the scenery. You get what I'm saying? And I'm tired of doing that. So I haven't really been doing that. So that's another reason why I haven't been uploading. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit and act like I want to upload when I don't. I need some time to myself to figure out some things. And even the fear of unknown takes a part of my own personal life. Like, sometimes I want to go places by myself, but I think about the overthinking. What if something happens to me? What if I get kidnapped, abused, killed? Because you see things on TV, or the things your parents tell you, or sometimes growing up, to hear, oh, you can't go anywhere, you can't do this, it's like it's still stuck there sometimes. Or at the same time, I don't want to be bothered by people. It's just so many things, and I don't want it to get the best of me anymore. I've been doing a little better, but I can go further. You get what I'm saying? And my last one is the fear of being seen. Yeah, that's a big one for me. What I mean by that, I don't like too much spotlight. So I'm very humble and modest. I don't like, it just feels weird when somebody is complimenting me in front of the whole room, because growing up, my father would try to make fun of one of us as siblings and make the other ones feel superior. And I didn't like that feeling, because I'm like, you making me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? And you're making fun of the other person because you think they're dumb. Or just how people are in general. It's just, sometimes when I notice that I'm a quiet person and I'm very nice, but I feel like people underestimate me. And so they think that because I'm quiet and, like I said, it takes time for me to adjust. I might seem slow to people, but I'm not that slow than what you think it is. I take my time. I think differently. And so when I pick up the pace, I actually do a good job once I adjust to things. I do a very good job. And I feel like that bothers people, because they look at me as someone weak or underestimated, or when you look at somebody else, some people, they look at other people to make themselves feel better, or in competition. I feel like when I get complimented on something, they feel some type of way. And I feel like I have to dim my light. And it all started at childhood. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I like my privacy, but sometimes I'm too private. And that does falls in through my childhood trauma. It does falls in being introverted. I just don't like people in my personal life. So I think that is, I know that's part of the reason why I haven't been in YouTube. And I've been thinking about what I want to do with my channel without me feeling like, no disrespect, I don't want to be no DDG, no Kai Cenat type, to the point that everywhere I go, everybody's like, like, it's nice, but it's overwhelming for me. Like, I'm introverted, like, I don't have all that energy. So I'm like, maybe if I can be wealthy but not as known or famous, that would be great. So I want to kind of change my channel to something artistic or genuine. I'm not saying there aren't. I just don't want that. That would be too much for me. Those celebrities who are not made to be famous because they can't. Yeah, I don't want to be those. It makes me uncomfortable, as I just explained why. It's just the introvertedness. It's just, thank you, but I'm uncomfortable. It's too much, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it's also because of how evil the world is. You see people who get money, who get rich, and they change and become this awful person, or they scam people, or they act different, or sometimes the people around you act different. They want something from you, and I guess it kind of scares me sometimes because I don't want that, because I have to adjust to that new change that I just wasn't expecting. I feel unprepared. You get what I'm saying? How all these correlates, and I'm just like, you know, but, you know, still, you still gotta go for your goals. You shouldn't let certain things stop you. So for all those people who have those fears, just do them. And I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes there's no way to prepare for it. You just gotta fucking go into it, literally. It's not something you can prepare yourself for. You just go in there, and then you slowly but surely, you'll get there. And that's what I'm doing. So I want to upload more. I've been doing a better job, like as you can see here, writing notes and things for my channel. I've been heavily thinking, even talking to my boyfriend and my best friend about it. So I hope this year I upload more. So thank you guys for watching my channel. Hopefully it helped some people in some way. I don't know if I was very informative. Didn't want to talk too much, but I would like if you guys could please like and comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching my channel, and it was nice seeing you guys again. Thank you. Bye.
DJ Flip, make the money flip.